Are you looking for a long-term care bed for your home? That's a step up from the basic semi-electric and full electric hospital bed. Something that maybe is a little quieter, has a little more range up and down as far as height, and basically just a little more function, and it looks something that's going to look a little bit nicer in your home. This is the WeCare full electric bed. It's a brand new bed by Joerns, and it's an excellent option, and it might be perfect for your needs. My name is Jeff. I'm a product expert with MedMart, and I've been a registered nurse for over 25 years. This offers a sturdy frame with a solid mesh deck that basically allows you to accommodate multiple different types of mattresses. The standard is a 35 by 80 inch frame, so it accommodates a lot of mattresses out there. And it also ships uniquely. It ships in 2 different pieces, so we're able to have somebody like a one-man team deliver it. Although I do highly recommend our Premier in-home service, especially if you don't have somebody that can help you. But this bed can actually go upstairs around tight corners in a home, so it might fit down hallways and things like that, where a lot of full beds may have some difficulty. This bed features an impressive high to low range from 8.5 inches on the low side, which is great for preventing injuries if you have someone that's a high fall risk, you want to put them in that low position. And if you're taking care of somebody that's in bed and is dependent on your care, raising it up to 26 inches is a great height. But the bed most importantly can be used to when you stand up to actually push a button and help you lift up out of the bed and basically get to the exact position you need for getting in and out of the bed. So that's where the benefit of having an adjustable height bed comes in. The way this bed goes up and down is leaves plenty of clearance underneath the bed if you're using a patient lift. So whether it's a sit to stand or Hoyer style lift, there's lots of access underneath this so that nothing will get in your way as far as raising up someone or using a lift when you're doing patient care. This is what the bed looks like at a 26 inch height. So I'm 5'10", and if I was caring for somebody on a full-time basis where I'm having to turn them, bathe them, things like that, this would be a very comfortable height for me. So it really depends on the caregiver. So if I happen to be 6 foot plus, yes, you're gonna have to bend over a little bit. There are a couple of options that will go higher, but a range of 8.5 inches to 26 inches is a great range, and again, a very comfortable point for taking care of somebody. If you notice on the bottom of the bed, what actually makes contact with the ground are 4 rubber feet. The one at the head is actually designed in such a way that it kind of locks the bed into place and keeps it from moving. The ones at the bottom actually roll a little bit, so when the bed goes all the way up to the highest position, the bed actually kind of slightly rolls on the frame. So you always want to make sure that's not blocked. If you notice that the head and the foot up toward the top of the frame are the 4 actual rolling casters. So in order to make this bed move, I have to lower it all the way to the ground, past the 8.5 inch point, and it touches to the ground, the feet raise up, or the rubber feet raise up, and the casters make contact. At that point, I can move the bed around, reposition the bed as needed. Then as soon as I start to raise the bed up, the casters pick back up off the ground, and the rubber feet make contact and lock the bed into place. The WeCare bed features an ergonomic hand control, which basically means it fits easily in your hand. Has a nice hanging hook on the back as well, so I can almost use it to hold on to like this, but most importantly it hangs onto one of the rail points. The hand pendant has 4 controls on it, which basically makes it easy to adjust everything from the height of the bed, the back, separately, the knee separately, but most importantly it also has 2 buttons called auto contour, which brings the head up together and the knee up together, which minimizes the chance of sliding down in bed. We're gonna go and look at a couple of the rail options for the Joerns WeCare bed. This is the assist device half rail that you see in most of the images you have on here on this page. And this is basically what you see is a metal rail. We call it a half rail, but it doesn't quite go the whole distance, but it gives you a fair amount of range here, lots of places to kind of grab onto, hold onto. There's kind of like a soft plastic railing T-molding at the top, and a couple of different rail points to hold on to. They make these rails easily fold out of the way with 1 button. So simply swing away and you're able to continue care, even low enough if you need to with a transfer board or a slide sheet to be able to slide over the top of this. And that kind of depends on the thickness of your mattress. If you have a thin mattress, it may have a little bit of a bump here. With a thicker mattress, it should clear the top of this as well. So here's one of the other options that is available for the WeCare bed. It is the soft care rail, which is basically the metal rail encased in plastic, which makes it a little bit softer feel. You don't get like a little bit of a cold feeling you get with some metal. And it just also gives you multiple grab points. So if you're turning in bed, if you're being assisted to turn, if you're standing up, or even as you go to stand assisted, you just can grab on the different hand points here, and it makes it really easy to use. This one also swings out of the way, just like the other rails, but keep in mind this does have a little bit of a raised bump above a mattress. Again, it depends on the size of the height of your mattress, but this is really for someone who's standing up independently out of the bed or with assistance. But this is just another great option. The WeCare Full Electric Bed by Joerns is a step up from your basic full electric and semi-electric home care beds, but it gives you a lot of great functionality and a lot of great options between the high-low, the rail options, the aesthetic looking headboard, footboard, and just overall a very sturdy frame that can be delivered in almost any type of home situation. If you have any questions about the WeCare bed or any of the other beds we have here at MenMart, our product navigators are standing by and ready to help answer your questions. So give us a call or continue to browse our website at menmart.com.